our next guest is pretty exciting. We're going to have Simran, head of PR and communications over at Binance Smart Chain Community, join us. We've worked very closely alongside Binance Smart Chain, and they've helped us a ton out in the ecosystem and just connecting us to the right projects and really helping us get the most accurate and up-to-date information on the chain. I won't give too much more of an introduction, and we have Simran here who will lead our next discussion.
Hey guys, hey Ben, hey Greg, hey Cam, how are you guys doing?
Very good, thank you very much. And yourself?
It's the birthday time and you guys are just like discussing DeFi and multi-chains. We want to know about y'all. so I'm just really excited. I'm just really so thrilled to be here. Firstly, like we launched Binance Smart Chain in September and you guys came out in November. So how fast are y'all exactly? I really want to know the past. Like, how did you guys start? How did y'all came up with this idea and what you guys want to do ahead? So please tell me about it.
Greg can open it up.
Okay, I'll take it. So for me, it was pretty interesting. I was just dabbling into crypto Twitter. I cold DM'd a couple influencers and they told me, what are you doing? You need to have your own crypto Twitter. Within a few days of making a crypto Twitter in late October of last year, I had met Cammy and Ben just through Binance Smart Chain yield farming in the community. And there was just this idea thrown around of making a media company. And it made a ton of sense to me. I was doing so much research and there was no one else refining any of this information. And so from there, we just realized there was a giant kind of gap of information asymmetry. Only projects were releasing things. No one was really refining the information. And all of us were doing this anyway. So we kind of got thrown together in a group and we were the ones who really pushed hard for it to happen. And we all just kind of picked up whatever tasks needed to be done in the beginning. I don't know if anyone else wants to touch on their own personal experience, but for me, it was like I ventured into Binance Smart Chain and crypto Twitter, and the low fees attracted me. And it was just very quick getting involved in the community and meeting people with like-minded goals. And it just took off from there. And I'm sure we can get into that a little bit more as well.
Ben, you want to go or shall I go? Your mic's muted, but I'll go. I know that's what you said. So my experience, so I've been in crypto for, I would say, since 2015. I've not, I only really recently started DeFi, I would say, probably last year, June, July time. But because I've been involved within crypto, I've loved it ever since. I've started dabbling inside of like Bitcoin and investing. And then I started DeFi on the Ethereum network, and I was, I became like a gambling junkie, I would say, jumping in all the yield farms and, making a bit of money. And then I was like, oh my God, YMO, you don't invest a lot in the good ones that, skyrocket at the beginning in the high APYs. And then I jump into ones that got high APYs and I just get wrecked, like completely to get smashed. And then it came to like a really bad point. I was like, this yield farm is definitely not for me. So I'm gonna leave and I'll just keep investing in crypto, but DeFi is definitely, I can't get my head around yield farming. Like, this is crazy, because there was projects just popping up everywhere. And then luckily enough, Binance Smart Chain appeared, and I didn't know anything about moving chains. Like, this was something new to me. But I understood the concept, so it wasn't like, it wasn't too hard, but it was a bit difficult. But I moved over, and then, it was like a game changer, from losing a lot of money to like Binance being this like a pot of gold. Like, it was just crazy. You couldn't do anything wrong on Binance. And like, that's the truth. Like, honestly, any project that was on the Binance Smart Chain, you couldn't do anything wrong. Like, you just had to enter and it was a pot of gold. So that was my journey. I was like, wow, this is crazy. And I really got involved in the community. But before that, when I was on the Ethereum chain, like, my goal was to really like get involved, and if it wasn't working within a project, like maybe start something myself within side of DeFi. I really love the community and the aspect of that. And then luckily enough, I found two of my partners, and it's just been like amazing ever since. Like, I understand DeFi a lot, like massively. I mean, the community a lot. I've met so many people. We've built something awesome. Like, I can't believe how well something has gone. Like, for me, I've spoken to people before, like we were, let's say big in a way, and they were like, for what you know and your knowledge, why are you starting a media site? Why are you starting news? And I was like, I really have massive passion for this, and I don't know where the passion came from, but this drive that I had, I was like, this is going to be amazing. Like even before it was anything, I was like, this is going to be amazing. And like my drive, I was up all the night and day and had these crazy plans, and like I had this love for it. I can't explain, right? And then but here we are, and like I just have two amazing people and the team behind BSC News as well. Like we have, I don't know, near enough 30 plus people working there now. And like it's just crazy how I'm gonna keep going on, but it's just crazy how things have gone. And like it is just crazy. And I love every bit of it. Like everything that we've built is, anyway. I'm gonna shut up. Ben, you go for it.
Sure. I will say that Cammy's passion is very real, and in terms of the three of us, he came in just willing to work. Like, I don't think he slept for 9 months. He's still not sleeping because now he has a baby. But before the baby, he didn't sleep because he had BSC News. So I got involved in crypto. I bought my first crypto in like 2017. Started mining Ethereum in 2018, and was really just trying to find ways to make income off of it, right? So I wasn't looking at it as like long-term investing, more looking for like, how can I get like a stream of income? So I tried trading bots and all kinds of different stuff. Then I found Ethereum DeFi, similar to Cammy, and took me a while to understand what was even going on. It's like you make money and then, the APYs are high, and then you get, just smashed again. And the fees started to become really the main problem, because I kind of started to figure it out. Like, how do I do this safely? How do I just avoid the 2000% APR and just take the 40% on Bitcoin or whatever? But like, even then, I think the fees were like $7 or $8 per transaction, which were still like absurd in terms of trying to harvest daily. Like you can't, if you have 5 positions, you're spending, almost $100 between harvesting, trading, whatever. So I found BSC through, I almost think it was like through the Trust Wallet app. I was able to like get some money over there, and Pancake Swap launched, and I started farming cake on day one, and I was harvesting every hour. And I was like, this is ridiculous, right? Like this fee's a penny or whatever. And I'm making like $10 an hour, and I'm just sitting here in my basement pushing a button. And then it goes to like with what Cammy said, which is like, and then another one came out and I provided some liquidity, and all of a sudden it's like this thing's just compounding, and it's like you can't miss. And this was after coming from Ethereum, where there's like rug pulls and, and just high fees and just awfulness going on. And then the three of us just somehow met on the internet. We've still never been in the same room together at this point. We've built this company. We've never met in person. Fully distributed team. That to me is the mind-boggling part. Like we'll talk about like, I need to come to England or California, or you guys come here. And it's like, we're too busy. So we'll visit each other one day, I hope. But it's been cool. And we're becoming kind of like a family here. I talk to these guys a lot, right? Pretty much all the waking hours, which for Cammy is 24 hours a day. And yeah, it's been awesome. And Greg came in with just like he said, we all wore these different hats, and he's like, I'm going to be a writer and an editor. We're like, sure, be a writer and an editor. Right. And we decided we wanted a podcast, and I was just like, I like talking, so I'll go talk and record it. And Cammy somehow was a website developer. I don't know if he has any background in developing websites. But it worked. We made it work. The team that we have with us now is incredible. So shout out to all of them. It's a lot of fun. I think a couple people have met in real life at this point, but out of the team, but most are, I think we're on 5 continents at this point. So, or 4 continents, 5 continents, either way, it's wild. So that's,
yes, it's wild. That is so
wild.
Right. That is definitely the right word. Just like to say another thing is that honestly, if it wasn't for the people that were there at the very beginning, like this was just like an idea, and it literally could have been like, oh, you know what, I can't be bothered. I'm gonna get up and I can go do something else, or I can go and get a job anywhere else. Like the how the team fell together and like how it combined, it literally is perfect. Like it was perfect, and that's how like we have grown, because it was just you couldn't ask for anyone better. Like you couldn't change anything and say, because if we did this, it would be better. No, literally, it was just perfect how it fell together. Like I can't believe, yeah. Anyway, wild.
That's great, guys. Y'all actually have a very good chemistry as well. So I wouldn't have ever thought that you guys have never met. But again, this is the same way me and my team, behave with each other, and we've also never met.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, like
I'm gonna just like invite myself to talk about this particular thing about how we discovered BSC News.
Yes.
So this is basically early days of Binance Smart Chain, and we're still trying to figure out. I'm still confused. I'm leading on PR and comms, but I'm still confused about all the projects that are building on top of it. I'm talking to projects, I'm handling them, etc. And there are a couple of integration announcements coming on, a couple of things more coming around Binance Smart Chain, and I'm just like, hey, who approved this? Hey, who approved that? And I just don't know. Then suddenly one of our team members like, hey, you guys should check this out. It's BSC.news, and these guys are writing pretty cool articles on Binance Smart Chain. I was like, hey, is it? And I checked you guys out, and y'all had some really kick-ass stuff. Then Ben reached out to me, and he was like, let's do an interview with CZ. And I was like, he doesn't really know much about Binance Smart Chain. He's also still figuring it out. But yeah, let's do it. And that did happen in the initial days. So yeah, that's how. That's my dog.
No, and I think in January, sorry, just to jump in and kind of keep it going, in January through kind of February, that early part of the year is when things really got moving. And that's just when things went exponential. And I think that's when we really started defining who we were and carving out our place in the space. That's when we started bringing on even more, like all the team members at this point were incredibly dedicated, especially from the beginning. Everyone was just sacrificing their time. Everyone who was here from the beginning, it wasn't about anything except wanting to be involved in the space. And as we continue to grow, we kept that culture in the team, and everybody is just dedicated to building. And that's part of the reason why we're so successful. Like we have 25 to 30 members on the team now, and we wouldn't be where we're at. Like Cammy, Ben, and our bandwidth is only so limited. And the team definitely stepped up when everything was going exponential, and everyone was just so incredibly excited to build around us, build with us. And that's really why we're where we're at today. And then even with the Binance Smart Chain community, I think overall just the community aspect, everyone willing to give a helping hand up is what really got us to where we are and where DeFi and Binance Smart Chain as a whole is. But that sort of growth period for 3 to 4 months where Binance Smart Chain was just breaking all-time high transactions and user count was incredible for our growth, and I think really showed us all the power that DeFi is unlocking.
Yeah, you mentioned the CZ podcast. I think if I had to pick a highlight of the year, that was definitely it. Like we're like brand new. I have like 3 podcast episodes under my belt. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm sitting here interviewing the CEO of Binance, and it was like unreal in a sense, right? I'm like sitting in my basement at 9 p.m. talking to CZ Binance. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on, but this is pretty cool.
I think it's time for a level up now, so we need to keep hammering you for a live stream with CZ next.
We do need actually, we mentioned that a couple of weeks ago. I said we need to do like it's been a year. Let's catch up and talk about what's been going on.
Definitely, guys. I will connect you all to the Binance.com team. CZ's been like really busy nowadays. But yes, definitely. That's something he'd also like. So back in the day when Ben, like I just told him that, there's this BSC News. They're community driven. They're helping us out. We don't really know them very well, but they're doing a really good job for BSC. And he was like, yeah, I'd love to talk to them. And I was like, okay, that's nice.
He's a super nice guy. It was really enjoyable.
Yeah, he's pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just another thing that I want to say as well. Like, honestly, I have to give a massive shout out to your team as well. You know, Shigong, yourself, Jeff, Matthew, all of you guys. Like, it's been crazy. Like how much you've helped us, and you know, you've been a part of the journey with us. And that we can't thank you enough. Honestly, like I really, really appreciate your team, and I love the communication that we have. And you couldn't ask for anything different. So I appreciate you.
Yep.
We love you too, guys. Like, y'all are amazing. You're doing a great job. Seriously, we love it. We refer to your website more than we refer to our blog sometimes. So
that's the objective.
I'm glad to hear that. And shout out to the editorial team for really coming a massive way and just really solidifying us as a primary media source on Binance Smart Chain. I'm not sure if anyone has too much else to ask here, but we do have another guest, and then we also have an open segment for ourselves at the end here. So not sure if anyone wants to add anything, but thank you so much, Simran, for joining us, leading this discussion, and then overall just being in the community and helping build what is Binance Smart Chain, because it's truly been incredible, and we wouldn't be where we're at today without Binance Smart Chain, the contacts we have in the community, and everyone looking to build together.
To be honest, Binance Smart Chain wouldn't have been what it is without you guys and people like y'all. So thank you. Thanks a lot. And happy birthday once again. It was amazing being here. See y'all around.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Simran.